starts now on Fox 12 Oregon.
Good evening and welcome to the 5 o'clock news. I'm Elizabeth Din.
And I'm Pete Ferryman. First at 5, it's a fire that sparked in a grassy field near Rocky Butte and quickly grew to 4 alarms.
It's something we brought to you yesterday as breaking news. Now fire investigators say it was intentionally set. Fox 12's Kelsey Watts is live there tonight with a closer look at the area that burned. Kelsey?
Well, Liz, when you look at what burned and what was saved, it's really a testament to the quick work of our firefighters here. This neighborhood of townhomes behind me is still standing, but they did not escape without damage. Look at the siding here that's been completely melted. This is one of a few units that were damaged in this fire. Just across the street, you have an entire lot of cars that burned, and next to that, a gutted building. You can still see firefighters here monitoring hot spots. They have that hose going. And just across the street, we spoke with a couple that lives in this unit. They tell us embers in their attic that sat overnight sparked up again this morning.
We were on the coast when we heard that our whole street was being evacuated, so we drove up onto it. We drove up onto that.
With flames closing in on a northeast Portland neighborhood Monday, firefighters called in a 4th alarm, and police officers went door to door, putting their own lives on the line to get people out. Everyone survived, but the extent of the damage is hard to take in.
Started from the grass, worked its way to the cars, blew up all those cars, set this building on fire, and then it just shot over here with some embers, it looks like.
Brandon Beck and Alexandra Lombardo live in one of the units closest to the fire. Monday night, their siding and porch were melted, and they spent the night at a hotel. When they came back this morning, they learned embers that sat overnight in their attic sparked a new fire. They shared these photos of the damage inside, but are thankful they have renter's insurance. And for the most part, all of this can be replaced. But for Alexandra, there was one thing she couldn't live without inside that burned unit, a small urn of her father's ashes. She says it was in a stairwell that caved in. Firefighters searched through the rubble, then asked her to help. And together, they found it.
I'm just glad I got my dad and that we're okay and our animals are okay. I mean, a house is just a house. Material, you can buy new stuff, but those personal things, I mean, I can't ever get my dad back.
Firefighters say a handful of units were damaged, cars burned, an abandoned athletic club was gutted, and 2 other businesses, an indoor BMX park and a boxing gym, were damaged.
I couldn't deal with it. I was very emotional.
Tuesday afternoon, fire investigators announced they believe the fire was intentionally set, and they're focusing on what they call an area of interest northwest of the old driving range where the grass fire started. They're asking anyone with eyewitness accounts, photos, or video that can help explain what happened to come forward, as the people whose lives have been affected are just thankful no lives were taken.
My apartment and the apartment across the street, they said if they didn't get these 2 apartments, then it would have just cascaded all the way down.
Now, if you have information that can help in this investigation, you can submit it anonymously to Crime Stoppers, or you can call the fire tip line. That number is 503-823-INFO. Live in Northeast Portland, Kelsey Watts, Fox 12 Oregon.